I want to see the Nico priority jump up and up. We're seeing it first picked in the LPL very commonly, so it's just left to the end. It's not by any means a hard counter pick, but it is very much a meta champion at present.
Nico feels good, but for the side.
We want to see him hot and heavy on the map, but actually Malrung is maybe the one that might get the first kill involvement.
Jin Air definitely a team that love to get some first bloods and put on the pressure, specifically Malrung. He's seen the whole way. There are a couple of wards, but you can see that the SKT bot lane have to be extremely passive and respectful down here because of that rotation.
But isn't it a nice
Clid will find Malrung in the brush. Up a level, but still going for the flash forward. Wants to go for the kill. Can they punish Clid here? Malrung still with that flash. He's going to go for the rise instead. Lots of damage coming out here, but now Clid has his flag and drag back, and you could say they let him have that time to get that cooldown back, and now even Khan wants to get a little frisky. Not going to find again for the counter king. In comes Clid. Let's see if they can turn this one around, though. A lot of damage already coming out, and take a look at that. Mata's already down as Malrung just there to help out. Now we got Grace up against Faker once again. A lot of damage coming in. Faker looking for it, but has to ultimate away as his team is going to get the first rotation. That'll just be the +1 to Jin Air again.
I would say overall, a bit of a misjudgment there. Grace goes in.
Oh, he's got Malrung here too, and now Faker's low. Trying to make it work, but Grace already had that ultimate. Malrung even going to be able to pick up the kill, but once again, do your thing, play a better mid to late game. Especially because Jin Air struggle with ending it here, but Clid and Khan trying to force it now as the TP is going to come in from root.
They're not giving this one up without a fight. Remember, the patience on the Rift Tower's pretty long, so it's still leashed.
Still leashed here. It's going to come down to a smite fight. Getting pretty low. Nobody wants to make that first move, but now Jin Air coming on in. It looks like the Rift Herald's going SKT, but Nico flashing in. Vada's going to be the first one to go down. And SKT are going to be routed, but you can see that Clid.
Contenders to the top that need to show they're not pretenders, and they can force SKT to change.
Got a little skirmish up here on the top side as Faker and Clid very confident to start this one off, and now Faker gonna get flashed on and dunked here by Grace, who's doing it all alone. Malrung just for moral support so far. Clid is going to flag and drag away.
Tripped up on their execution in this part of the game many times.
And this is what happens when you're just kind of twiddling your thumbs in the enemy jungle. What's going on here? Now you lose the Nautilus, but actually Clid gonna take an immense amount of damage. Great teleport into the back line, but Zaya, look at that assassin getting on top of her. She is gonna stay alive though, and Mata's gonna go down, make that 3 now for SKT who have gone down. Faker has to flash away, but Malrung's getting in there. He's gonna pick up the double kill, and Jin Air somehow is going to win this one and go to the Baron.
The TP play works this time, Valdez. The difference now is the meta has enough engaged. They do find the kills. They do make SKT accountable when they teleport, and this will be Baron, Jin Air Green Wings.
Nothing that Khan can do has to... I mean, it's, you know, if you can beat the international champions, then obviously you're a pretty good team, right? It's Jin Air. Let's see if they can actually do it here. As Grace stays alive forever with that aftershock, but it is not going to be enough as he does go down. Malrung now trying to get away from this one as now Linderong's looking to be the big boss here up against Khan. Look at those Baron minions getting on in there. He has to blow his Sarah. Want to start it right away. Two guys that do have that Guardian Angel, and you can see True Barrage already comes out here. They know it's happening, but can SKT do anything? They're gonna get in range, but it is not close enough as now Kellen is gonna push it around. As Ruto in the front lines takes a lot of damage, gets assassinated here by Faker. Now he is going to be the focal point, stays alive. Has actually some zoning by the Cataclysm for quite a while. First one to go down is Faker, and now Kellen tries to take out that phone. Not quite able to do it there as the supports are going to be traded, but the Baron still will go the way of Jin Air. Now going to get in there with the Spellbinder, has huge burst damage, and Ruto is going to barely get away as Khan, just not enough there, not enough damage for the Rise. Just his teleport. He didn't have to use it in the last one.
Malrung's alone.
Okay, Malrung. This is the way it had to be. As he is all alone here, is going to try to void rush in there, but goes down as that's going to start it up here. You can see that root used, or rather not. Yeah, Root did use his TP the last time around, but he's going to be here, but he's not quite going to be able to do much. Let's see what Grace wants to do, though, trying to start this one against Mata.
Want to see SKT peel off, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, they're sticking strong here. Grace doing a nice amount of damage. Nice hook there on a Teddy who has to get out of this fight. Now Kellen is going to be tanking up in the front line. That Rice damage is unbelievable from the side of Khan, and that is going to easily...
Going to TP off.
That's the one ward that didn't get swept here. Jin Air going to be looking for the turn this time around. TP coming in. The Baron is getting low, and they're not pulling off of it, actually. Kellen going to nearly get blown up. Here comes Linderoth from behind, and a huge Pop Blossom in that one, but do they have the damage as Khan is going to go down, but so does Grace and Kellen and Linderoth, and now SKT can just turn it back, and there's the smite from Klid. Teddy staying alive in this one the entire time, and it looks like the rest of Jin Air are just going to be hunted down in their jungle.
5v5 ends up being exactly what SKT needed. Root had to flash over the back of the pit.
And Linderoth are up here in SKT. Let's see if they continue pushing with the Baron. It looks like they are going to, especially this late in the game. Balrog coming on in. He's going to Void Rush, trying to take out Klid here. Nearly able to do it on the backside, but you can see Kellen's going to go down. The GA as well is going to be popped, and the push will continue. TP coming on in as Linderoth and Grace desperately trying to stop the siege that is their base right now. But with so many cannon minions coming in, and as well as the ultimate with all of those minions, big Pop Blossom again, they're going to take out the Braum. Stopwatch is here as well. You can see Root staying alive, doing that damage in the back line. Gonna try to pop that Khan. He's gonna take him down. Grace doing a bit of tanking so far, but Root still going forward. Has the ultimate to take the double kill, and is gonna keep the base alive for now. AP damage items he has now. Not the most tanky as, okay, Jin Air gonna be confident to just go for it. We had a ping on the Nexus from the side of SKT.
Remember, they have Realm Warp. G2's done it many times, Valdez.
They're going.
They're going for this
Here we go, the SKT train trying to get going. As in goes Teddy, Faker, and Khan, Mata, and the rest of them trying to stop them. Here's the Realm Warp. Everybody trying to get in range. As Faker gonna ultimate his way to the side, but Linderoth trying to stop them here, but it's not enough as Teddy, Khan, and Faker make their way in with the
being fantastic. So let's just see who has to pick their poison and deal with a bad matchup, because it's likely to happen one way or the other.
Yeah, I think they're probably just gonna stick with this one like Greece. Just try to farm it out there up against the Corki. And it is going to remain there at 20 seconds, so definitely some interesting picks in this one. The Corki setup we talked about. The Skarner returns back to the Rift here for Balrog. As, here we go, Balrog hit level 6, and Faker missed everything. There you go, first blood. But after getting that kill, Jin Air just come over and say, thank you very much, this is our dragon now.
And awkwardly, it was one of those
very passive defensive, maybe even out of range, but I'm gonna have to hold that thought here as Linderoth has to flash away from this one, and that's about as easy a kill as you can ask for. New Aatrox.
I'll just push this, I got my Q. Riven-esque and just pushing out the wave and get away. And worst comes to worst, if that damn pesky jungler's camping,
here we go again.
I'll get out. Now he doesn't even have ult.
He doesn't even have ult. He's almost dead. Yeah. Look at Balrog. He's like, yeah, what did you expect? I'm leaving.
The point I was getting, looking for a catch in melee. Root's low.
Taking a ton of damage, has to blow that ultimate. And now we get the knock up here onto Balrog, who has to go golden. And the flash on in. They're looking to burst down this guy as Klid is going to bite the dust.
God. Now no smite, Mountain Drake started. Can SKT do anything other than just posture around this?
Big shield from the Lux, but Khan already getting into the back line, and Root with no ultimate is just gonna burn away, as does the Lux here, but Linderoth on that team fight you were talking about with the Aatrox going forward. Khan here trying to get aggressive onto Grace, but he is going to be too much, as he will go down actually not super low. And speaking of which, and getting into fights, we're going to click the first person we see. They get Mata, but here comes the TP. Grace in the front line is going to be denying a bunch of damage, but Mata's still alive for so long. And here's Khan trying to get into the back line. Will he have that damage? Yeah, he goes through 4 people, but now is on the run and is going to be dunked on the backside of this fight. So did a little bit of his job, but immediately dies, and now it's
Waiting for their respawn timers, and even though Jinne trade up, Root.
Oh, Rude trying to go 1v1 once again here. Oh, nice stopwatch, but you're dead, buddy, as he will be dunked there by the bomb.
Has to stay alive, and then sends
Oh.
out Linderung.
We're cutting it short here as Linderung is trying to be hunted down here from Klid, is going to get on top of him, and one more swipe means that...
There's Malrang.
Okay, Malrang once again, just blow up the Nautilus and go from there. That seems to be the strategy, but Grace, he's got something else to say as now Khan, take a look at him in the back line, but doesn't find his man here, does a ton of damage, and will go into the Zhonya's, but is not enough to stay alive. And now take a look at Linderung, finally getting that Aatrox value, takes down one, has the healing, and this guy just doesn't die, as finally will be able to make that Bloodwell work for him. But Faker now with the red buff going forward, trying to burst down Root. He's gonna not be able to go down, and now it's the Teddy show going one by with that mountain. And let's take a look, the flash on in. It will go the way of Skarner, but Mata able to set up this team fight, and already though he is gonna go down as Khan, or actually that was Klid getting into the back line, is not gonna find that damage, and now Faker has to flash away from this one, so Jin Air.
For him to force anything, maybe they get a pick.
Okay, well, Grace, you're in a bit of trouble here. He's all alone, the rest of his team. Okay, gonna go into ult into Zhonya's, but he's still gonna go down.
On this Elder Dragon, they get one go of it, and even if Jin Air wastes time, the minions will do the work if SKT try and extend a defense.
Well, this is one way to do it. They're gonna find the guy that doesn't have the QSS. We mentioned it so many times, but they find the jungler too, as Rek'Sai immediately goes down, trying to unleash that damage. Not really finding the angle as the lanes are pushing in. Faker's gonna go down! Root is gonna assassinate him on the front line. Gets knocked up, and everybody else on the side of SKT will not be able to have enough as double kill comes in. TPs are coming in, and we are going to game number 3.
A surprising game 3, but a welcome one, Valdez. Jin Air will not go down without a fight. 3 games against the MSI representative. Malrang stops Teddy, and Teddy's gonna have to deal with a 3rd game against his old org.
Wow, definitely not a result we were expecting, especially.
Costs were removed, or at least lowered, not removed, that'd be pretty overpowered, but lowered on that ability. So Grace really knew what he wanted. He takes the Cassio that in lane is gonna be supremely powerful.
Papa Smithy, as Teddy is going to be just fine here. Or is he? Okay.
Trade flash for flash, and Linderung doesn't have to flash. He could get it all in.
Flash forward here, and he's gonna pick it up, gets the knock up. And first blood goes to Linderung, who makes it look easy against Khan.
And that's a successful game. Losing flash, not being able to overextend and being targeted, there's a chance that Khan can't provide anything as the game goes on.
Take a look at this. They read where that ward is, and now with the chilling smite and the ultimate coming on in, but he's gonna get stunned, and Klid comes in for the alley-oop, and another guy is gonna get in there as now the mid laner, and there is Linderung to get that 1 kill, but he is easily going to be punished here at the back side of it as
Obviously at 13 minutes, no QSS is complete on either side, and well, let's do this one more time.
Yeah, let's do it again here as Slicing Maelstrom does come in. Do they have the damage though? Look at Khan, able to flash out, is going to be able to go down though, as now Malrang will eat it, but actually the ult there from Faker stolen. Those are the ones you have to point out. You don't want to do everyone, but here's Klid, wants to point himself out, wanting to burst down this Aatrox, gonna make it look easy, and now they're gonna find Malrang here as Faker, he's got that Void Rush, he wants to get the kill. Malrang is gonna flash.
The TP play was because they could go mid as top lane.
Ooh, nice dodge there. Looks easy, but now Grace trying to get in there and take that kill, but not quick enough, and Khan and the rest of his team will be able to take him down.
Great baiting done there, larger, whereas as we outlined, Jin Air want to make it about objectives, not moments like this.
Let's do it again, say SKT. They're trying to dive this bottom turret this time around, and Aatrox much easier to kill. From the side of SKT, it's going to be Faker with a huge amount of damage. The spike comes in, and it's going to go the way of Root. He does pick it up, but who else is going to die on the backside of this one as Faker going to be able to take out one, and Jin Air are on the run here. Although Faker getting a little bit far ahead of himself, but looking to go for the outplay here on the Grace. Gets the knock-up into the Rakan, and will be able to shut him down.
And go on for just a needless large rod, and that's fine.
Okay, well, they're just going to burst him down. That's Kellen's marching forward. As I mentioned before, he is the engage. And the rest of them looking to just turn this one around. Charge onto Grace here, as you can see the insane amount of damage that is coming out from the side of SKT. They're just going to make them off of this rift here, as Root now is going to try to do a nice amount of damage, but it is not enough alone, and SKT are now pushing for the win.
SKT should be able to close the game here. They're TPing back to keep the minions alive. Is Khan. Get his health bar back as well. SKT too good. They show their class, but only in game number 3 of a series that on another day was dangerously close to a 2-0.
This was the game that made sense. The other two, I'm not so sure, Papa Smithy. So Linderong here alongside Malrong, going to try to do their best. The two wrongs, not enough to stop SKT from banging the door here in game number 3. Will be taking down the Nexus. GG, as SKT will pick up their first.